What a game we have coming up here. A top 10 team perhaps walking right into a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Welcome everyone to Boone Pickens Stadium, Stillwater, Oklahoma, and home to the Cowboys of Oklahoma State. As we'll see, the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Iowa State Cyclones, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Oklahoma State Cowboys. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Cyclones will kick it away to start. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Oklahoma State's offense will go on the attack first. We'll keep a close eye on the play calling and just how diligent they are in getting the tight end involved, Jesse. It just didn't work last week.
Yeah, there's no question that this coaching staff, they know the offense basically goes as their big tight end goes. And that's why they lost their last game out. They didn't get him the ball enough. And that was a huge problem. So, David, big priority, number one for this offense in this one.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. He just terrorizes quarterbacks, his 30th career sack.
And that's an amazing number, 30 sacks, because a lot of guys get sacks early in their careers, and then coordinators figure it out and then start double-teaming them and sliding and chipping, and then their numbers come down. This guy, though, David, has never stopped.
And it's got to be consistently, Jesse. Like, you got to consistently play hard, play after play, because sometimes they get rid of the ball fast. Sometimes you can't get in the mix. But to get to the quarterback 30 times, very few people have done that.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Catch in the middle, it's 4. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. And the Cowboys come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. Grabbed in the middle, it's 4. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Cowboys are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw again. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Backed up now, here's second and long. Looking to fire. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Got room on the return. The 10, and with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Cyclones!
Oof, and after that pick six, not the start this quarterback wanted. You're going to have to be really good about having a short-term memory and just turn the page. There is tons of football here to be played. You made a big mistake on that last throw. Don't let it beat you for the rest of this football game. You've got a lot of ball left to play. You've got to keep going.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Here's a hit. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
This definitely isn't the start they drew up. I mean, you already throw a pick six, now you get sacked. Man, they're going to have to find a way to settle this quarterback down, get something going offensively. So far, not a lot of positives to point to.
And the Cowboys have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Trying play action. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Knox. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Chucked it away just as he was hit.
We're still early in this ball game, but this QB has been hit several times already, been sacked. This is one of those games that the ice bath is going to be your friend afterwards. We're just getting started. It's still in the first quarter, for goodness sakes.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Cyclones' offense will have its first possession of the game. And it's often said quarterback is the most high-profile position in sports, and when you have a guy like this, how could it not be?
Yeah, he's the guy that the defense is going to be keying on. They've had all week long to watch film to get ready for him. But, David, when you have his kind of athletic ability and his kind of arm talent, he is so difficult to stop.
Yeah, you can have all week. You can have all season. This guy is so dynamic at the quarterback spot. They trust him. They know what he brings to the table. This offense revolves around what he can do.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Off play action. Here's the pressure. Fires to the big fella. Almost had a lot more room there, but he'll go out of bounds at the 36. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Because it freezes those linebackers, it freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run, and then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays. First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance, and right here just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it, and right now he's doing some damage on this defense.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to find its way to the goal line. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
They'll run it. Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Iowa State.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So they started that drive barely into opponent's territory and went 48 yards, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Caught in the backfield. It's 4. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And this defense doing what it does best. Get after the quarterback. That's their 3rd of the day. They're #1 in the nation at getting the quarterback on the ground. That's why they've had such a successful unit.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
The Cowboys decide to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. On the ground with the counter. Find some fresh air. Turning on the Jets. He's brought down the wad of play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the 2nd level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him, get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
They'll run play action. Under fire. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Rush is on him. Couldn't find anywhere to throw the football, just got rid of it, and that's the #1 thing. Avoid disaster here. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling.
Oh, he's got some space. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
If they're going to sit back in zone, I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
That's the end of the period, and Iowa State has the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So first down here as they go back to work. To the ground with the back. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Makes the catch. It's Lopez. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? Good pickup there. He gets enough for the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Cowboys are flying down the field. Power football with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. It's Knox. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun. Wants to pass. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Cowboys will call on their punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Iowa State sending the offense back out. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys on the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
Looking downfield, it's Holstein. Quarterback extends the play. On the run, fires downfield. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Well, that is one the tight end is going to want to have back. He was wide open on that play. That's one he's got to make. He's got to be able to make that catch.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Really nice job by the defense that time. 3rd down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. And it was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down. It now sets up 4th down. And you don't see the defense sprinting off the field just yet, guys. They're not sure. With this guy's scrambling ability, they may try to go for this.
And the Cyclones back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Right back to the well. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you use until you meet the ground.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit. Let's keep going.
They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
The Cyclones kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Got room to work. Turning it on. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
And I like the quarterback making the decision quickly. I'm going to give it. I'm not going to throw the football off the RPO and just let my back get some positive yards. You're getting 5+ yards. That is a great job by the offense. Continue to stick with that.
He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add that.
That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Now the offense tries to punch it in on second and goal. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. After getting nothing, it's second and goal from the 6. Motion from the back. Back to throw, it's Holstein. Big guy smells it. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Finding it tough to make positive yardage. Now third and goal from the 2. They're setting up the screen. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Cyclones! The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. On to attempt the try. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
Trying to make magic with his feet. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. And the Cowboys come to the line in the hurry-up. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. And here comes the offense on second down. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Grabbed over the middle, it's Lopez. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Hunt is on its way. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into a half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
He's got the tight end. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. Hey, we're getting close to halftime, and it looks as if the big fella wants to be all over the highlights.
Goodness gracious, he is open. When he leaves the huddle, apparently he's open. A ton of catches already early in this ball game. They are featuring him.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball. Right on the money, you just have to make that catch.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play, and I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Dropping back, it's Holstein. The throw. Catch in the middle, it's Lee. That'll be a gain of about 7, leaves him with 3rd and 3. And the Cyclones are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. He'll throw on 3rd down. Snagged in the middle, it's Malone. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. The give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. One more snap coming before halftime. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Fires toward the end zone. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
All right, fellas, looks like you've had a very enjoyable day there today in Stillwater. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis, and through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Boone Pickens Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Cowboys will kick it away first, and we'll start the 2nd half. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Iowa State sending the offense back out. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. First play from scrimmage here in the 2nd half, and they'll keep it on the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking downfield, it's Holstein. Finds a soft spot in the middle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He tries to take the top off. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Cyclones send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. back to pass. Fires left. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was... Loose and third down is coming.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. They were forced to punt on their last possession, but this time taking over with spectacular field position. We'll give them a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line. Looking to throw, it's Holstein. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And that inside linebacker showing you the speed and the recognition. He saw a gap and saw a crease and a free path to the quarterback, and woo, he took it.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. And they decide to trot out the kicker. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And that lead grows even bigger.
Give the defense a ton of credit in this sudden change situation. Their offense just coughed it up. And this defense comes out, they go 3 and out and force a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. And after that last turnover, David, prime example, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And it just puts you behind the 8 ball. I mean, this offense has to do something, put it together. You got a deficit, Palmer. You need some mojo. Something needs to go your way.
At this point of the game, they've got to score touchdowns every time they have possession.
From the gun, the running back has it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
All season long, we've been watching this defense dominate against the run. They're the #1 rush defense in the entire country. With a big lead in this game, you cannot run the ball.
Oh, he wants it all. Makes the grab on the shot. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. And the Cowboys getting set on 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. Shoots his way for more. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
And winning first downs is a priority. Defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. The Cowboys are on the move. The give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Oh, they're after him. Quarterback now on the run. Still looking.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, looking for the score. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Cowboys! Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
Lining up for the PAT. Right down the middle. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them.
Set to kick this one away.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He's got great speed, dynamic on kick returns, and that one puts his offense in business. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. From the gun, he leaves it with the back.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football, and you're now seeing this offense.
Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. And they'll close in on him after a... turn on the interception. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. The play action fake. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Around midfield, go for it. This isn't 1930 football. Try to get the first down. Complete, out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also because you're trailing in this game and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense is doing such a good job in coverage. Nobody's open, so you've got to throw that one away. Smart decision, but it's a tough decision to make.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Now the play fake. Under fire. There he goes. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. A very... productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. So we open the final period with a third down play. That's the end of the period, and Iowa State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. Coming to the line of scrimmage on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Pulls it in. It's Coleman. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Iowa State sending the offense back out. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Rolling right and going deep. He's got it along the sideline. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive, and they've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the fourth quarter. They're letting their guys go play. The entire playbook is open to them, and they're taking shots.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. He makes the catch. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10.
Nice job by the defense just being very sound, understanding what they were seeing, and going and getting it. A lot of times these running backs force missed tackles and make you miss and make big plays. This defense did a good job of not letting that happen.
From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And the Cyclones will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Finding it tough to make positive yardage. Now 3rd and goal from the 2. Touchdown, Iowa State! And the punishment has been extended. That's what finishing the deal looks like. Build the lead in the 4th quarter and close in on 11 straight victories.
And how about this offensive line? 3rd and goal, you gotta have it. They flew off of the ball. They got some push. They made that easy on their running back to score that touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he tacks on the extra point. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, it has gone final in the ACC, a matchup we've been keeping a close eye on. Georgia Tech went into hostile territory and came away with a convincing victory. The Yellow Jackets always seem to get everyone's best punch, but today they were the ones who delivered the knockout. One team will rise in the ACC standings while the other is going to sink like a stone. The harsh reality of college football when conference foes face off, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there.
You got to love a defense that just is flying around and having fun. That's what these guys look like, right? All game long, everything has gone their way. And here we are early in the fourth quarter, and they are still bringing their A game, getting a sack on that last one.
And the Cowboys with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass on second down. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a
makes a grab for a big play. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
This has been a frustrating day. They haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a...
Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Cowboys now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to fire on second down. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Third and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on fourth down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down.
And this is always the time in the game where coaches are absolutely watching. Like, which one of my guys mail it in and quit? And if you're the quarterback, man, you've been sacked a few times, you've turned the football over, like, continue to play, find some ways to maybe get a few first downs and make something positive happen.
The incomplete pass, fourth down. And they'll turn it over. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, Dave.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Give as they work on that clock. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
He didn't even have a chance to get back to the line. What a job by this defensive front. They've already converted a fourth down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. The metrics tell you so often, go ahead, go for it on 4th down, and it pays off there.
And that just shows you the head coach's confidence in his quarterback to go out on a critical 4th down and execute.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game, running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
And tackled there by the defense.
And I know it's not a 1st down, but I still like the way they ran the football here. Just try to make the next 3rd down manageable. Try to get it where it's not as predictable. I think the offense did a really good job being smart there, taking what the defense gave them.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he puts through the extra point. So they march the ball 41 yards on that drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Going right to work up top. Pocket breaking down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job, or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
And the Cowboys trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy, great execution, just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.